mighty Himalayas have been the playground for motorsports enthusiasts in India since the time of the Great Desert Himalayan Rally. Decades later, it still stands true. I am standing at a height of 13,700 feet above mean sea level at the top of the Sela Pass. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second edition of the JK Tyre Arunachal Festival of Speed. The pristine beauty of Arunachal Pradesh is something that just leaves one speechless. The picturesque valleys, helmed by towering mountains and breathtaking vistas, straight out of picture-perfect frames. Beautiful homes on mountain slopes housing 26 tribes. One can find a different language spoken every few clicks, but the warmth and welcoming smiles of the proud people remain the same. The rally headquarters were based out of Dirang, a fief of the erstwhile Buddhist monarch in Tibet. But we weren't there in the valley on a soul-searching spree. We were there, as is our wont, to bring you hardcore motorsport action. The surrounding areas echoed with the sound of de-restricted mufflers. The dust flew and the gravel crunched with the passing of the all-terrain rally tyre. And the people, with open arms, welcomed some of the country's best rallying talent for the second edition of the JK Tyre Arunachal Festival of Speed.
This part of the country is not remote, but it's not known by the rest of the country. And the people are very nice. Hospitality is top priority. You're never made to feel like an outsider. And the food is something which to die for. So that's basically it. And it's a nice experience, as in, you know, I didn't come here to win, you know, the Northeast. How many times you get a chance to come to the Northeast, see places which if you came as a tourist you'd never see.
Everybody knows in this country that JK Tyre Motorsport has been in this sport for the last 30 years. That's 3 decades in this line. And the whole idea of our motorsport team has been to you know, start the sport at the grassroots level. We've been supporting this a cause of taking the motorsport at higher levels. We've been there with them, and what better place than this?
The Arunachal Festival of Speed is northeastern India's latest motorsport extravaganza. It combines 3 events run over as many days, and the chaps at the Motorsports Club of Arunachal utilize their knowledge of the beautiful terrain of their home and offer the competitors an autocross, a rally sprint and a hill climb, all in the same event. Something that does not happen anywhere else in the country. And as the local talent gets ready to pitch itself against the best rally drivers in the country, the stage is set for some high-octane action. That too, with the beautiful backdrop of the land of the rising sun. The Arunachal Festival of Speed is run by IMSC, the seasoned hands responsible for running a number of motorsports events across the country. They were responsible for setting up the stages, training the marshals, and for the timing processes of all the courses as per the guidelines laid down by the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India, the now officially recognized governing body of motorsports in India.
We have 3 formats of racing in the Arunachal Festival of Speed. That is, the first day we had the autocross. The autocross ran inside in the municipal ground near in Dirang town. The total track distance was almost about 800 meters with the 2 laps. So people are doing about 1.6 kilometer total distance. Day 2, the stage distance in the speed sprint was basically running 2.4 kilometers of dirt flat out stage, but then fortunately we had some rains this year in Arunachal, so the surface was not as bad as last year, because last year in the first run itself it dug out so much that we could not rerun it. Day 3 we'll be going into an uphill hill climb. The total distance of the hill climb will be about 9 kilometers. We'll be doing a recce in the morning, and we will be setting up the stage.
The autocross took place at the Low Pond Stadium in the town of Dirang. There were around 3,000 people in attendance, cheering the participants on. And as the cars and quads lined up to take start, the action began. The track kept getting trickier to navigate as more and more cars went over it. One other problem the drivers faced was the bad visibility owing to all the dust.
We were taking the fastest out of the 3 laps what they do. We gave a 3 chance for them so that they can improve on their time. So we took the fastest time there. The surface there was gravel, sandy, and dust, a lot of dust, and people, I think, caught by their own dust, and they lost some time also.
The autocross had 3 runs in order to give the drivers a chance to post better timings and make the competition tighter for the drivers in the lead. One of the runs of the autocross was to be run in the night. Another challenge in terms of visibility, apart from the dust and the rapid depletion of the track surface. The cars were braking, and it was just day 1.
The autocross is a fun thing, but I was driving the Vitara, which was a 2-liter Vitara, which was very slow, firstly. Secondly, it's too huge for an autocross track. But yeah, it was a fun thing. It's good for the spectators. The autocross is always what gets the spectators to come and watch the sport. Yeah, so as far as my run goes, yeah, it was okay. I should have done a little better, but it was my first time in the Vitara, so I was just kind of getting the feel of it. But yeah, it set the right tone because I've had 2 DNSs in the last 2 events. And so everybody was kind of hoping that at least, get over the start line.
Former Asia Pacific Rally champion Gaurav Gill, who is also the defending champion of the Arunachal Festival of Speed, dominated the proceedings in his rally-prepped Volkswagen Polo. Close behind him was ace driver and tuner Philippos Mathai of Team Speed Sport. Veteran rally driver Rahul Kantaraj bagged 3rd place in the autocross, and Shasit Singha came in 4th.
Pretty much, the track was very safe because there are less chances of, topping a vehicle because the turns were pretty much gradual turns. So it was pretty much a safe autocross, and I think the advantage were mostly for the smaller cars, not for the SUVs.
Autocross has always been a good, fun for all of us because of the arena that we use. It had, lighting for the evening runs, which was again something new, a lot of crowd. And this year the course was a little fast with 2 big jumps. So I'm sure all the spectators enjoyed themselves, and so did we.
Autocross तो अच्छा हुआ, ऑटोक्रॉस में भी बहुत ही अच्छा हुआ मेरा, क्योंकि मैं फर्स्ट टाइम हूँ और लगभग पाएगा बहुत थैंकफुल है कि मुझे ये मौका दिया और मैं ये रैली कर पाया.
We are at the start of the rally sprint stage, a 2.4 kilometer stage of fast sections, huge ruts and big jumps. The cars are going to go all out trying to beat each other's timings. And I am going to be in the FIV, trying to extract whoever gets stuck. Let's see how that goes. The rally sprint stage proved to be a car breaker in every sense of the word. The wily terrain, coupled with the dust that flew from the sand traps across the track, made drivers vulnerable to the huge dips and bumps bang in the middle of the track. The cars were in the middle of a sprint, but the sprint had a mind of its own. To go fast, one had to first last.
all the cars were flying, and then most of the damage were on those parts, mostly. So pretty much even I flew, but somehow I could manage it. But let's see, I hope the result comes positive on my stride.
What I thought would be a break from walking around the track too much and shooting in peace being driven around in a quad turned out to be quite the opposite. I was with the chief steward of the event and ace navigator Ashwin Nayak, who was all over the track to help competitors that got stuck or succumbed to the track.
It had gone, so once when it happens, it goes, so then you just leave it where it's going, you can't do much about it. It's only after that you feel how to get out.
The grim duties aside, a lot of fun was had. The competition in the rally sprint stage was again very tight. Gaurav Gill took to the track and set the fastest timing for the day. Philippos Mathai tried to catch up with him in his esteem, but could not get close enough. Mathai's time was beaten by Sajid Singha in his Grand Vitara, and he took second spot, while Mathai had to settle for third.
Well, it's quite a fun stage because it starts quite bumpy, and as you can see, there's a lot of grassy land and patch, and it's basically on the side of a riverbed. So it's the terrain's altering, and you need to understand where's grip and where you don't have grip. And there are a lot of places which are actually a little bit of the farmland, as you can see, and they've this very soft soil with churns with the number of runs that keeps going through. So it gets really soft, and the car starts to dig in. So it's very important to be patient and not to make mistakes. Also because of the fact that there are so many stones on the side of the road which have marked the course, which a lot of people hit today and picked up punches, including one of our teammates. So it's been quite a technical run, quite fast, and some of the places I think I notched up over third gear full. So that must be around 140 odd kilometers an hour. So. And quite bumpy, so it was a little scary moment on the Polar where I just pretty much broke the front bumper. But nevertheless, it was good fun today.
The surprise, however, came a little down the start order and in a different category. "21-year-old Arindam Sakya, driving a 1000cc Polaris RZR, went into the rally sprint stage with the agenda of going flat out. When he exited the stage after taking a massive battering, he was met with huge cheers from the crowd. Sakya had beaten Gill's time, even though it was in a different category and would not do any damage to Gill's points or standing. Beating the country's best rally driver was not a mean feat. A new kind of fight was on at the Arunachal Festival of Speed. The fight between the skills of a seasoned veteran and the raw talent of a rookie. This would be fun to watch.
My timing was 2:26, but as the car was not at good condition, so I didn't want to risk for the second or third run. It was very difficult, especially some areas. The holes were very bigger. The car could not pull as much, the holes were so big, and the dust was more than anything. Basically, I got blackout 3 times yesterday. Still, I managed to tackle the dust and come out through.
I'm standing in the middle of the 9-kilometer hill climb stage of the Arunachal Festival of Speed. The stage is more or less hard-packed dirt, and the cars are going to try and go all out on the steep climb in their bid to get its fastest timing. Gaurav Gill leads the standings. Let's see how it pans out. The rally sprint stage had been a brutal one. The cars had taken a royal battering. On the third day, the drivers were not at their sharpest either. It was in this setting that the Arunachal Festival of Speed moved to a private plantation in the village of Rungja. The track was a 9-kilometer high-speed flat-out climb with innumerable hairpins and a track that rutted rapidly as the cars went over the stage. All this with a steep drop to one side, keeping the drivers company all the way to the top. It was the final challenge, a challenge which would do its best to claim as many scalps as it could.
Run was very good, although it was quite hard on the cars, and it's now, as I said, extended to almost 9 kilometers, and a lot of steep uphill and very less traction. So the tires are always spinning, and the cars always crying for grip, and so are we as drivers. But the car's been built strong, and it's been with me all the way up here, and we've got the fastest time. So although I had to nurse the car, so I couldn't really go flat out all the way through, and it's been quite a challenge here. I think I've probably gone through almost 50 hairpins, if I'm not wrong, or maybe more. Most of the hairpins are quite steep. The gradient is quite steep, and so that makes it more challenging, especially just a front-wheel drive car. All the other boys are running four-wheel drive cars. So but I really love the fact that there's a flat section which is really, really fast and quite wide, so you can really nail it there and have a lot of fun.
The hill climb stage at the Arunachal Festival of Speed is the kind of stage that is yet to be seen at any other motorsport event in the country. Its steep ascent, coupled with never-ending hairpins and the tricky terrain, make it a challenge that none can match with ease. It was with that in mind that Gaurav Gill fired up his engine and lined up to take the hill climb stage head-on. Gill blasted his way up the hill and through the hairpins and made the 9-kilometer climb in around 12 minutes. Mathai, who had his eye on the second-place finish, had to complete ahead of Singha since he had been bested by his Vitara in the rally sprint stage. Mathai started well, but his car fell to the track, and he didn't even make it halfway to the top. Singha's course seemed clear, but there was another second-place contender. Local hero Jitu Kalita, who was also in a Grand Vitara, tried to give Singha a chase. His Vitara's engine seized just a kilometer shy of the top, and he too fell to the tricky terrain. A lot of cars did not make it up. The battering of the rally sprint stage, coupled with the steep climb, knocked out several drivers.
It's a pretty much tough run because, as you can see, there are a lot of car broke down. I think there are only few cars who could make it up. So you can just imagine how good, the track would be. And I believe even Gaurav Gill came up with a comment that it's considered to be one of the best hill climb ever done. It's of international standard. So you can just imagine how good.
Drive बहुत अच्छा था और लेकिन बहुत टफ भी था. बहुत तकलीफ हुआ मुझे. रोड का सर्फेस तो बढ़िया है लेकिन बीच-बीच में टर्निंग में वो सब में बहुत ही धूल बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया डस्ट ना इसलिए थोड़ा स्लो करना पड़ा मुझे.
Today's stage was it was a nice long stage, very wide and very safe. It did favor the Vitaras, I would say, but Gaurav, in his Polo did a good run as well. I was running for second fighting for second with Phil. So once I saw Phil out, I kind of just eased off just to get to the top. And so that was, it was more of a joyride for the latter half of the stage for me. It was just to get the car to the top.
But there was a storm brewing, and that storm was inside the helmet of young Arindam Sakya. As Sakya's 1000cc Polaris RZR hit the track, he was like a man possessed. He deftly navigated the Polaris through the never-ending hairpins and raced up the stage to finish with a blistering time of 10 minutes 12 seconds, a minute and a half ahead of Gaurav Gill.
Timing, I didn't think of timing, I just thought of the track. Was difficult, was nice. The track was good from our side, as for this vehicle. And although I didn't have 100% car, So I managed. It feels good for first time. This is my first time here. First time really. The challenges was the sharp turnings with huge rocks, huge sands, and the car pulls you aside to the hillside. That makes a driver more difficult.
It's a game changer. A 22-year-old kid from Assam, Golaghat, beating Gaurav Gill, APRC champion, in the hill climb by a minute and a half. That's amazing. This is something to look forward to, actually.
At this juncture, points and trophies did not matter. Neither did the vehicle categories. What mattered was that a young boy had gone faster than the country's best rally driver. If that wasn't worthy of bragging rights, we don't know what is.
The quality, the class of driving was as good as any INRC event in the country.
This format is something which can be popularized because it's got 3 different formats. It's something, if the organizers do it well, this is a weekend that could over the coming years become a very good event. It's got a great location, it's a good outing, and I would actually put it, if organized well, better than the Desert Storm, the Raid, as far as the fun factors involved.
All the boys did well. The local guys, pretty much finished. Almost all of them finished with their 4-wheel drive cars. So it's great encouragement, for them, and I'm really looking forward to it next year already.